I think. One moment. Oh, God, why? Boop! There it is. Hi, everyone. Greetings and welcome. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne, a TTRPG adventure featuring these wonderful and incredible Patreons as they make their way through this Paizo-written adventure with me as their game master. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
It is so good to see you guys. It has been a little while since we've had this game, mostly because we've had a few prior commitments and stuff like that, but it's so good to have the whole team back and ready to go in today's adventure. I'm so excited. Now, as for what we're going to be doing today, for those of you who are new to the TTRPG world or the TTRPG scene, a tabletop role-playing game is a story in which these people take on the role of the main protagonists of the adventure. I, the game master, take on the role of the narrative, the story, the NPCs, and the threats that they will face along the way. There are dice that are rolled, there are stats, and there's maths, because we need maths to feel safe, and, stuff like that'll happen, and hijinks will ensue. Now, of course, before we kick into today's session fully, we'd like to take a quick moment to thank the people that allowed us to be here, starting, of course, with none other than our sponsor, Hero Forge, for the wonderful and amazing artwork you can see on screen, whether it's the animated artwork you could see from my players over, or is the tokens that I use for my VTT. Hero Forge allows you to create a series of very interesting, detailed, and robust characters for your games at home. Not only that, not only is it a really amazing bit of virtual graphic design kit, but also it is an amazing 3D model printing service that allows you to make these models, have them printed, and shipped to you at home. Not only can you get them in premium plastic for your painting needs, but you can also get them printed in color plastic or as a 2D acrylic standee for the DM on the go. It is highly recommended that if you get a chance to as well, just even get the Hero Forge subscription. The Hero Forge subscription allows you access to all of the assets that get made early, and they release assets literally all the time. Every other week there's a new thing coming out, making me sit there and go, damn, I wish they had that 2 months ago. But, it's such a great tool, and I absolutely love using it for every reason. Next, of course, we have Sirenscape for the beautiful soundscape you will hear throughout the course of the session. Sirenscape is an amazing little soundboard that has a huge library of sound effects that you use for your TTRPG's adventure. You need the sound of someone being taunted by a rakshasa. There you go. Taunting by a rakshasa. You need the sound of you need the sound of a horse. Or maybe you need the sound of a woman screaming. Or a man screaming. Or a man crying. There are a ton of sound effects here that'll keep your game and your tables entertained for many, many, many years. All right. Well, there you go. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. Behold, VTT of choice. It allows us to not only circumvent a lot of the hard, grindy mathematics of our game, but also allows me to create a lovely visual for you guys at home to enjoy as well. And if you use our affiliate code, a little kickback comes back to your old Daggerino for the efforts as well. So there you go. That's the thing. Now, as we kick into today's game, let's, of course, take a moment to meet these wonderful and incredible characters that you're going to be dealing with, starting with none other than our gun-slinging spell-slinger, Patrick, played by the wonderful Twiff.
Hello, everyone. I am playing Patrick, who, as Dag said, is a spell shot gunslinger. Patrick was planning to become a wizard, but due to circumstances involving being framed for murder by a notorious gangster, wound up getting kicked out of school, kicked out of his family, and stole his dad's gun on the way out, so took all of that intellectual focus and latent magical power and put it into shooting things. So that's what he does now. Vengeance has been gotten. Now we serve the city.
Huzzah! Next up on our list, we have playing the role of the cleric of Asmodeus and formerly rogue of the city of Korvosa. We have Holly, the fairy, played by our wonderful Malakisa.
Oops, I was premature. Hi, everybody. So I play Holly, who is a fairy who decided she did not want to do what her parents wanted to do, which was marry her off. So she decided to wander off into the world of adventure, just like all of the books that she read. And when she was trying to do a good thing, she wound up converting as a cleric of Asmodeus to save some children's lives. So now she's trying to figure out where her place is.
There you go. All right. Next on our list, of course, playing the role of the investigator Quinn is none other than the absolutely delightful Aya Janasi.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I play Quinn, a native to the city of Korvosa, an investigator by class and by trade, who met up with this lot of misfits on the tale of Gadrin Lamb, a mystery that has since been closed and solved, and on to other deeper, darker mysteries that threaten the city of Korvosa.
Indeed, indeed. And following this incredible character is none other than Dante, our kitsune druid from the forest surrounding Korvosa, played by the wonderful Rykon.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing fantastically, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And you are Dante, your quest is, and your favorite color is...
Sorry. It's just that you were introduced and I was like,
Well, there's more.
Yeah.
I'm like sort of leading,
Yeah.
leading you into it a little bit, you know. I don't want
Yeah,
to
I
spill
am
all
Dante,
the beans. You can tell
the
them what you want. You can just say like Dante has a sugar addiction, and then we can call it. I mean, like it's up to you.
If only. Life would be so much easier at that point. But no, yeah, Dante had been going on a quest originally to try and find a person that had essentially been giving out a drug named Pesh that a friend of his died from. He's yet to find them. However, he has managed to instead, with this group, been down a rather long rabbit hole.
Indeed, it has been a very, very, very deep and long rabbit hole. But you've persevered, and hopefully that will pay off sometime soon, maybe. So we'll see. All right. Next up, of course, playing the role of Agnes, our psychic patron to this group, we have our dear friend Laura Bones.
Good evening. Yes, indeed. I play Agnes. Agnes, who has been in the city for a long time, raised her daughter here, and she's a psychic. And she fell in with this group by mistake, but has since realized that their cause is worthy. And yeah, clean up this darn city.
This darn filthy city. I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise, you know, where are you going to end up taking Dan on your date if the whole city is
Exactly.
filthy? I mean,
But should we get this whole mess sorted? Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we can get on our date and just get on with things.
exactly.
Right. We've got to get it done by Friday, right?
Yep.
That's it.
7 o'clock Friday.
Super easy. All right. Okay. Next up, of course, we have Mercutio, the I want to say paladin champion.
Yep, champion with the paladin cause.
There you go. The skeletal champion who has been raised by the undead in order to do what we don't know quite yet. But this incredible character is played by our dear and amazing friend Marcus the DM.
Oh, yes. I am Marcus. I am playing Merc, the skeleton champion of Iomade, who he originally was from the Crusaders city of Canobras, fought and died in the Crusades, was brought back by a necromancer, and now he is currently suffering through existential crises like no one has ever suffered before, because he doesn't know if he thinks who he is who he is, and he recently found out that his powers aren't coming from the goddess he believes he serves. Yay.
All right. Very well. Now, with that, we do have our assembled cast. But before we go, we have one last person to thank, of course, and that is our wonderful and amazing sponsors of this channel. The people who we cannot, at any point in time, ever forget are major help to this channel and everything we do here. And that is you guys in the audience. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show. Whether you are donating or whether you are sitting and watching and just enjoying what we do, it makes a massive difference just to have you guys along for the ride. I greatly appreciate having you guys here, and we'd like to invite you to come behind the GM screen in order to play and have fun with us as well. First of all, just by watching and being subscribed, you will earn channel points. Subscribers earning channel points a little quicker, and those channel points can be used to gain a variety of different effects throughout the game, whether it's insight bonuses, divine interventions, divine healing, a bunch of cool stuff. It's all in there for you guys to enjoy. But if you do have a little bit of extra cash and you do want to help Dag eat solid foods, boom! There it is. A bunch of different rewards can be used in order to give bonuses to our lovely players. We already have a couple of donations here, so working through those super quickly. We have from Schoolie a magic item gear set for Holly, a plot twist, 2 jinx points, and 2 hero points for Padraig, followed by 2 hero points for Quinn, Dante, Agnes, and Mercutio. So thank you so much to Schoolie and McClover for that donation as well. It's super appreciated, guys. And yeah, let's explain what the donations are before I forget. Now, the donations here, for $5, you can award a player of your choice a hero point, which are these little red markers here. These little red markers, they can be used to roll with advantage, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't necessarily in the game, or potentially stave off a killing blow. For alternatively, if you didn't want to use it for that, you can buy a jinx point, which are these little purple markers. They're used for the GM, and they can be used to petition. No, basically, they can be used to complicate matters or counter hero points. So depending on how I feel at the time. So, for $10, I will draw from a deck of plot twists and implement said plot twist in the game as we are playing. What if we only want Dag to eat liquid food like soup, custard, and unset jello? Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, those are still very semi-solids. I mean, just saying.
Unset jello, you monster.
Unset jello, aka the liquid jello, still.
That's true.
Jello's bad enough when it's set. I can't imagine how horrible it must be when it's unset.
You don't like jello?
I don't like Jello. It's like eating
It's a
little
texture
wiggly
thing,
bits of
isn't it?
plastic.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel like maybe
It's a texture and flavor thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I can see that. All right. Plot twists. We do have plot twists. Or, of course, if you want to, for $10, you can donate for a plot twist or a heroic action. Heroic actions are used by my players. They're kind of like free superpowers that they get to use as a one-shot type thing. Some of them are pretty useful, like grazing blow after a foe hits you with a strike. If they roll a crit, they roll for minimum damage instead. So that's, you know, kind of, that could be very, very useful if the time comes up for it. But for today's plot twist for our dear friend Schoolie, we have bad news.
Speaking of, did
Yes.
we ever use the plot twist last week? I don't think we did.
I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. If you remember what it
think
was,
that's
I can
what-
tell you what it was.
Is that why? I think that's why we wound up in those Iron Maidens.
Maybe.
I don't quite remember. I just remember like we had a plot twist. I don't remember if we actually used it or not.
Sometimes I do, and I admit this. Sometimes I do forget to say when I do use the plot twist things, and that's only because I'm so into the scene. But yes, There's I'm pretty sure I haven't missed one yet because I usually refund the plot twist if I miss it, usually. And I've only had to do that once, so I'm thinking I did, but I don't remember what it was. All right. Next up, for $20, you can give someone of your choice, including myself, the coveted golden natural 20. A natural 20 because why not? It's a natural 20. We can have it. So, yes, for $20, you can give someone a natural 20. For $50, you can provide a player of your choice a magic item. Now, we do have set items that give bonuses once the whole set is complete. Right now, we have Holly's set that we are working on. Holly, you currently have, what do you have for yourself? You have the Shadow of Anko daggers.
Hang on, I'm pulling it up. It's pulling up kind of slow.
Which at this point are kind of useless for a cleric.
Not really. They're kind of like a hybridization. They're allowing her to tap back into some of her rogue powers.
Okay.
I've got the daggers.
Yep.
And the bracers of shadow.
Yep.
And then I should have gotten a set piece already that I haven't received yet.
Yep.
And then whatever I just got today.
Sweet. Okay, so these will be the vest and the shoes that'll be coming in. So there's only one more piece of Jeff's set for you to collect, and we will be getting that in the next room. Because that's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting to get to that next area. Yeah. So yes. So either you can get a magic item for our players, or you can complicate issues by making a boss encounter even tougher, or making a minion into a boss encounter. So those are also kind of thing as well. So yeah, there you go. And lastly, the $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item is a big old. Oh yeah, that's right. That is Jeff's set. Jeff's set is the Rain of Wind. I keep forgetting. This is the Shadow of Anko set, is what I meant to say. Anyway, thank you, Marcus. For the $100 secret menu item, the secret menu item for today is. Now, our heroes are dealing with rakshasa. Rakshasa are paradise demons. Paradise demons are vain. They're very self-absorbed. They are they're very interested in their own kind of world, their own kind of life. As such, they do have certain servitors that they have very infamously bound to contractual obligations involving certain household illumination devices that will often be found in Middle Eastern or Arabian even locations. And I will provide one of these magical creatures that have been bound to servitude in a lamp-shaped object to our players for a single wish of their devising. So, secret menu item is our heroes will get a genie wish. Well, provided they do a quest for the genie, you know, yada yada yada. There's a big thing. It's not just hey, here's a quest, you know. Here's a wish.
As long as it isn't a djinn. Those
Uh,
are the bad ones.
well, no, there's lots of them. The Afriti is the bad one.
Okay. I was just
I
like,
was
I
going to
remember
say some
one of
gin
them.
would probably go down quite well.
I was just gonna say, it's like I remember one of them, and it usually was the djinn, where it was they like to monkey's paw it.
All of them do. All of them do. I mean, it depends on their attitude for you. The Afridi is the one that will always try to screw you, though. All right. Well, that is all our donations. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are we ready to jump right in?
Let's go.
Woo!
Absolutely.
All right. So we return once again to the city of Korvosa, a city wrapped in chaos and turmoil. Our heroes have been working hard in order to try and infiltrate the palace of the noble Arconis family, who is supposed to be holding in captivity both a friend to the group, Vencalo Osiriani, a swords master who has been working hard to try and prove that the Queen of Korvosa has been acting against its interest, as well as the former seneschal of the castle, one who had been presumed or believed to be dead for quite some time, so long, in fact, that they believed he had died in concordance with the death of the previous emperor. with the knowledge that he is alive, it may possibly be that the Seneschal has information that may condemn the queen once and for all, which may have led to Venkala's captivity. But since exploring the Arconis compound, you have learned their dark secret. Beneath the facades of jewelries and the baubles and the pretty lights of their banquets, the Arconis family are a family of rakshasa, paradise monstrosities, outsiders who give little to no care to those they consider beneath their station, reveling in opulence and hedonism. But these are all on the surface. As of right now, thanks to the aid of La Rouge, your goblin companion, you have snuck into the bottom bowels of the compound below the mansion itself, and have started to make your way up while searching for Neolandus and Venkalo. Finding yourself in a labyrinth of twisting tunnels and rotating rooms, you've managed to bypass a few of the traps, as well as fall victim to a handful yourself. It is here at a nearby door and a room filled with skeletal bones coated in varieties of green moss and ooze that we find our heroes. As they start to make their way into said room, which I'm going to lead with Mercutio just for the sake of the cliffhanger from last time, Mercutio, a hand shifts from underneath this slime-covered trail. It reaches up and the bones grab on to your leg. What do you do?
Is it trying to, like, drag me in, or is it trying to, like...
It's holding a firm grip.
And you said it was wearing the armor of a paladin, like myself?
Yes. In fact, quite clearly wears the same heraldry to Iomade that you are currently wearing.
That Mercutio just, out of pure instinct, he can't leave a fellow Iomedean paladin not really behind, but to suffer, so he tries his best to free him.
All right. You tug and you pull at the bones set in the armor. As you pull them out, the acidity of the ooze that it seems to be enshrouded in has dissolved most of its lower body. As you pull it out, the creature seems to slump over before instinctively reaching out for you again, this time now that you've kind of pulled on it even further and released it more. It's going to need a reflex save from you. Oh, beautiful. Mercutio, you make a critical success as it reaches up and tries to grab at your throat. You snap and you grab onto its arm. You throw it to one side. And he looks at you with hollow skeletal eyes and says, "Take off that armor. You are not me." And the shocking piece is, the voice you hear coming from within the skeletal skull is your own. Before the body dims and falls to pieces in your arms.
Merc's gonna go silent and just, like, drop what he's holding and kind of step back a bit in shock.
You drop the armor. The bones, again, rattle and fall to the ground. As for the rest of you, you have seen Mercutio walk up to a body and pick it up briefly before, again, dropping it to the ground.
Were we able to hear any of the exchange, or no? Probably not.
You did not hear anything.
trip over some bones there, Mercutio? You okay?
No.
What's wrong?
They can't be pot. No. Merc grabs his head. Well, his helmet, kind of like he's grabbing for his head. No. I couldn't have been me. I'm me. Am I?
Do I recognize the armor on the ground with what he's wearing? I mean, is there...
Looking on the armor on the ground, it seems to have the symbols of the Sable Company Marines. A silvery armor with the heraldry of a hippogriff that is being ridden on by a lancer.
Yeah, we definitely remember that one.
Shush. Merc, are you okay?
What? Merc's gonna look back at the armor. Is it still the way he saw it as he entered?
No. As Quinn goes over to inspect it, you look over at it once more. Maybe a trick of the lights or something, but it is indeed a knight of the Sable Company Marines.
He shakes his head and is like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I must be exhaustion."
Quinn, you find this strange. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mercutio, but are you immune to fatigue and exhaustion?
Let's see. That would be under abilities, correct?
Yeah, it should be under abilities and under your immunity to death effects. Sturdy, undead, negative survival. Nope. No, you're not immune to that. Ah, good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, it could be fatigue. No, Quinn, now you know that undead can feel fatigue.
And now you have another thing that you can throw at him. I see how this works.
Yep.
Are you okay to be in the front? Maybe you should drop to the middle for a bit.
No, I'll be fine. Yeah. Maybe being down here too long is finally getting to me.
Yeah,
I
you
never
don't...
was an inside person.
All right. You don't seem fine, but I'll take your word for it.
Miracle, give a nod.
I'm gonna look around the rest of the room. So is
Yeah.
it just all full of bodies and grossness?
Looking around the room, you see there is mostly grossness. A lot of dead bodies that have been left here in disrepair, rotting and decaying. But as you begin to look around, you do notice there are a few strange odds and ends, little pieces. Now, I believe some of you have some magic items that are due to you, and we will provide them to you here. Padrig, you find, I believe, a vest on one of the corpses. Was that correct? Or am I...
It was the electric eel skin armor.
Yes, that is what you find. You find basically a suit of armor that is emblazoned with the symbol of the nautical, basically like the navy of Korvosa. It is
Okay.
fitted as a electric eel armor. You find one of those. Quinn, what about you?
Yeah, I'll just generally pop up detect magic so we can see all the shinies.
Nice.
I forgot what it's called. It's like the crescent of something something. makes dead people talk?
Oh yes, of course.
You remember?
Yes, I do. I also do not remember what it was called, but it is stone of making dead people talk. You know what? Let's make it our own thing. Let's call it the the Whispering Skull Talisman. You find a small talisman that has a skull with a scroll wedged into its jaw. As you hold up this talisman, it looks familiar, but you're not entirely sure why. You feel a sense of it, and until we find the stats of that thing that we were talking about, 3 times per day you can use Speak with Dead.
Excellent. Thank you.
Because I know this is the one that allows you to interrogate as well, so we'll add all that
Yeah.
stuff when we get there.
Wait, does that mean you can interrogate Mercutio?
Yes. By force, in fact.
I mean, you don't need to cast Speak with Dead, because I am dead and I speak.
What did you see? Sorry.
It's true, it's true. And then at the end of it, it returns you to death, because, you know, like, that's what happens when you finish the spell.
Yeah, no, don't do that. No.
All right. Holly, I believe in the pile that you seek around, you find a pair of boots. These pair of leathery black boots have a unique power. While you are within shadow, you are under the effects of a mirror image.
Ooh.
So, whenever you walk into a shadow, there is a duplicate of you that will appear simultaneously. Now, basically the way it works is you have a permanent conceal ability, which gives you a 50% mischance when you are hit in any kind of anything other than bright light, but then also a 50% chance that it's going to hit the clone instead of you.
Fancy.
Okay, I've got that all written down.
All right.
It means that there's going to be a lot of bad guys munching on clones now, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay. And the next thing you'll get is the vest, but we're going to put that a little bit later on.
Okay.
All right. Do we have any other items that we had on people's wish lists or things like that?
Nope.
Nope. Agnes, Dante, any wish list stuff?
Nope.
But only reason I don't is because I'll need your help at some point.
Sure. We can sit down and put together the wish list. Let's say that there's a few assorted backpacks with some stuff that you guys can take as well. Agnes?
No, nothing right now.
Sure.
That I can
Actually,
think of.
hold on. Can my wish list be more full rest potions?
No. But good effort. Good effort. Okay. So, a quick scavenge through the refuse that is in this area. You now see that there are 2 ways to go. The way to the north, which has that door that is barred and difficult to go through, as well as a path straight onwards.
Well, you guys have a sense of whether or not we want to take the path of least resistance straight onward, or do we want to attempt that door? It's all a crapshoot. We don't know where Neolandis or Vincarlo are.
They could be behind the door, and if we skip it, that's problematic.
True. All right, ideas on getting past it then.
Have we tried just opening it?
I mean, I can check the door and see if it's trapped or locked or both.
Or magical, since you have detect magic up.
Yeah, well, detect magic should have, shown if it was
There was
magical.
no magic on the door.
Yeah.
Holly
But
will
I'll check
check.
it. Or Holly can check it for traps.
All right. Searching the doors for traps, you do indeed find no traps.
Nope, it's all clear. We can try to open it. So Holly's
Well.
gonna try to open the door.
All right, go cautiously anyway, though, because remember we checked for traps on those chests, and it still released that noxious gas.
I think that was just the inside of the chest. I don't think that was actually a trap.
All right.
All right. You come to a second door.
Patrick's just gonna look at Holly and think, Holly, if the only thing that the chest contains is poison gas, it's still a trap.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing. It's a very different kind of thing, and it doesn't count when you're looking for traps on the outside of the chest. I'm not psychic. I don't know what's inside the chest.
Look at Agnes. Agnes, can you see what's beyond that door?
Oh, there's another chest. Is this one going to try to eat you, dearie? You know, I'm going to start preparing you with a wee bit of salt and pepper before you go places.
We don't want me to be here than I already am.
Properly seasoned. Very nice.
Season Holly, yeah.
That way, at least if they eat you, then they start off with a friendly disposition because you fed them a meal.
I am not a meal. I am only snack size.
Yeah, she's like at best an amuse-bouche.
Yeah, I wish there wasn't, but there are actually rules for that. So anyway,
I'll check this door for traps too.
very well. Please make a thievery check to check for traps. Actually, technically, it should be perception to check for traps, but it's fine. All right. You find no traps.
Okay, guys, no traps here. Should I open this one too?
Oh, just wait one moment. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Holly kind of looks weirdly at Agnes for a minute because she wasn't sure what happened there, but then she's gonna shrug, turn around, and open the next one.
Agnes just backed up to the other side of the room.
All right. As you open the chamber to this room, inside you find a 6-inch bronze dais on the floor in the middle of this otherwise empty room, supporting a polished column of black marble to hold the ceiling above. The black stone seems to vibrate softly, filling the air here with a faint hum. And in this room is a woman who looks to be very much like Dante.
Interesting.
Hello.
There you go. You guys can see this individual. Let me just make this bigger so my audience can enjoy it. There we go. Boom. Okay. I have a couple of buttons. I'm going to push the buttons. I don't know what they'll say, but we'll figure that out.
Could it be? By the gods, it is. My friends, words cannot convey my joy at seeing you. How is it you are here? Wait, now is not the time for such pleasantries. We must escape this place. There is a foul creature lurking here, with both the body of woman and winged lion, possessing potent magic. She is bound to this place by Glorio Arcona, a man who hides much behind his cheerful smile. If you are here not as prisoners, then he has sent you here to die. We must escape and turn the tables upon him.
Okay, yeah, so that I think is perhaps if you've been thrown in here as a captive of the Arconas, so we don't need those. But in any case, this woman looks at you with deep eyes, and she says, I wasn't expecting visitors. I trust that your incursion into our delightful home has something to do with our latest guests.
Agnes elbows Dante in the side, and she's like, "Go on, go talk to her."
I did not hear what you whispered.
She says, "Why don't you go talk to her? She's pretty." Agnes realizes it is possible for Dante to go redder than he currently is.
Okay.
I'm gonna push Dante forward too. Go on, go on. Maybe you'll be simpatico. Come on, go talk to her, Dante.
Holy
you
wait, what
guys-
was that word?
would you
Simpatico.
like me to set a
Okay.
mood? Hold on, let me set the mood for you. Here you
Are you
There we
guys just
go.
pushing him forward because they're both foxes?
go.
That's kind of
Speciest.
It is a little.
yeah. It's, what if she's not in his taste? Or what if, God forbid, for some miracle, that ends up being his mother?
What
Then
if?
he'd feel really weird.
I mean, that was just a suggestion. He can say
I mean,
no.
it could be his sister, not his mom. I mean,
Also, what
Well,
if it's
he's able to speak and tell us that she's not his type or something.
Also, what if it's like, I don't know, a CR-15 who is like capable of destroying you all with a blink of an eye for wasting your time? I
Well,
mean,
she does look a little dangerous, doesn't
Yeah.
she?
Just a tad.
Yeah, Dante, you definitely go talk to her. She looks dangerous.
Yes. And this is how we lose Dante.
All right,
not
fine.
necessarily.
I'll talk. I'll talk. Yes, that is exactly why we're here. Do you happen to know where we can find our friends?
why, yes. Yes, I do. But why exactly should I divulge such information?
Why should you not? Think of all the amusement that you'll get watching us struggle to find them. Because even knowing where they are, this is still a very Byzantine setup of death down here.
Well, you aren't wrong about that. But
Which part?
all of it. It will indeed give me ample entertainment to tell you all of this and have you go and fruitlessly believe yourself able to escape our clutches. But equally, my brother might take issue with you being simply allowed to leave unhindered.
Oh, we've definitely been hindered. There's no unhindered involved.
I mean, I'll second that. I feel very hindered so far.
Does this usually work for you and your friends?
Well, candidly, this is my first effort on this one. It's
Mhm.
not going so well in your view.
Well, generally speaking, when you smell of as much blood as you six tend to, it gives the game away a little bit. I
Well, it's
presume.
not really a
I pre-
game. We'd rather not have to fight you.
Well, I presume that Civet died in a heroic warrior's way, because you reek of his blood. You then recall the execution of the Rakshasa you had.
No,
In the
no,
previous-
no. I don't. I had not forgotten.
Oh, good.
I
I'm
find it
ju- I-
interesting that his name was Civet, though.
Oh, yeah, they
Ever
had a
seen
name.
a civet cat? They're adorable.
Yeah, yeah.
He was not.
He might have been. If you give him a
He-
chance.
Yeah, that was regrettable, but we were going to defend ourselves after all.
Defend yourselves in our home.
Yes, where we're trying to free people you should not have imprisoned.
And you know these people are here?
Well, you confirmed it when we walked in,
Well,
if you recall.
So you're just here to liberate any of the guests that we entertain at our house?
Hmm. Or the ones that you rightly surmised we're here for.
There are very few reasons one would risk stature, wealth, death for. These guests that we have are very important, after all. And it is somewhat endearing to know that they have such fervent friends willing to sacrifice so much for their efforts.
Are you prepared to be the next sacrifice for our efforts?
She raises an eyebrow, and she says, "No. I have no intention to. After all, while I could get into a bloody battle with you and mess up my fur, I think it'd be much more prudent to simply watch you struggle like rats in a maze. As you can see, they're not here. You look around, this chamber is like a meditation chamber. It's just got her in it.
Any other exits?
Nope. There are not.
No other exits, no objects, no nothing, just her and this big central column that looks kind of like it's an axis for a big turning dungeon.
It's a big black, like sort of support pylon for the ceiling.
Okay, but you say it's humming with power?
Because of the stone, it's like magnetic, and there's this resonance coming from in here.
Yeah.
So it makes it a good meditation chamber.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pyramid power.
Pyramid power!
Oh no.
All right, Toll. There's absolutely nothing of worthwhile for us here in this room.
Does seem so.
She watches you leave, and she sort of tucks her hands by her side as she waves you farewell.
I will, though, let her know that Civet did die well, as he wished.
Well, good for Civet. You realize that the platitudes don't resonate the same way that Padraig views things like family and stuff like that. For Rakshasa, they view themselves to be highest among high, including like against the gods and stuff. You kind of get the bearing of just the pride and arrogance of this creature as she responds to you with almost a venomous tone about her brother's death. All right. Returning to the dungeons.
Into the deep.
All right. As you pass through the slimy, oozy area, can I get you to make me a perception check, please?
Sure.
Everybody?
Was Kung Fu
Or
fighting?
prison?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Pretty happy with that.
That's pretty good.
Pretty happy with that too.
Before we get too far afield,
Oh
though,
my
are we con-
goodness.
Did we just get 2 nat 20s on a perception check?
You did.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of every single thing that we've been rolling this entire game, 2 nat 20s on a perception check.
It's true.
And I got a 19.
As
which
you make
is
it...
also
Sorry, go on.
no,
I was
I'm
just-
done.
I was just going to say to the rest of the party, before we progress too far, after we've closed the door to the meditation chamber behind us, are we content to leave her?
I honestly am Not really, but also don't think that engaging her would be particularly wise.
Nor do I,
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
concerned
hostile
that,
to us at least.
I mean, what are the odds that she would summon others?
You know,
I feel like
I feel
she
like,
she's going to let the dungeon do its work.
yeah,
Is
I feel
my
like if she
sense.
wanted it, I feel if she wanted it taken care of, she would have done it herself.
All right. All right. Room with the ooze in our perception check. I'm sorry.
All right, with the perception check, you look at some of the slime and moss covered walls. Scraping it away, you notice that there is a panel behind it, and behind which is a lever.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Wrong lever.
All right, I'll reach in and my hands like slipping on the mossy, slimy stuff and wrench it down or up or whichever way it clearly wants to go.
All right, as you grab hold of it, as you do so, you feel the stones grinding and sliding, slipping and moving once again against the rocks. You're not sure what happens yet, but something clearly
Something
did.
happened.
Also, super quickly, Twiff, what has happened to your AC?
So I unequipped my +1 leather and equipped the electric eel skin that I took from the items, and it dropped my AC to 10. I don't think that the item.
How much does
So
the
it's
armor give you? 2?
Has it dropped? Has it dropped your efficiency, your proficiency? Because that keeps happening to me on my character
Yeah,
sheet.
I don't
It
think
keeps.
it's taken my proficiency in
So
because
just
it's a
click,
specific.
just on. You can click it on your AC though, and just up it. Because I have to do that every time for some reason. It takes off Agnes's
Yeah,
proficiency
so
to
I
her
was trying
AC.
to. It's a +1 resilient greater slick armor that can do some magic stuff too. So I think that they just didn't code the item right.
All right, that's okay, because your AC is 26 for me.
Okay, so it's showing us 26 for you right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be the same because I had +1 leather, and this is
Sweet.
also +1 leather, but resilient and greater slick as well. So, all right. Oh, that's because I think I switched it back. That's probably why.
Okay. I'll fix it in a moment. All right.
Yep.
You guys are free to move around the dungeon.
I'm waiting for Mercutio to go first.
It won't let me move. There we go. Mercutio, his shiny golden ass is gonna walk this way.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's always shining.
Yeah, because my armor glows within the presence of undead.
All right. As you move through this area of the dungeon, you find the walls here of this oddly shaped hallway are decorated in a complete mural depicting a hot, steaming jungle brimming with hungry life. Predators of every sort stalk and maim and feed on dozens of hapless humans. In the canopies above, monkeys, snakes, and birds seem to chatter and mock the victims of the slaughter below.
Interesting. Gonna just move a little bit, still being extra cautious after what he witnessed back there.
Sure. To the north, you can see that there is a chamber with 4 alcoves within the wall, within these sort of small little corridor passages. You could see that in each of the alcoves, which I'll just move you up so you can see and unlock
I don't know.
the map for you. You can see in each of these alcoves is a hovering orb. Each sphere hovers about 2 or 3 feet off the ground and are a different color. One is black, one is white, one is green, and one is gold. To the north of these strange floating spheres, 2 levers are embedded on the walls on either side.
Well, clearly
So
there's
we've
something
got
magical going off.
yeah. So we've got 2 levers here, and then we've got 1 lever back in the other room. But that one was hidden, and these are just kind of out there with glowing orbs shining on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not suspicious at all.
I am personally not going to touch any of the levers, but we may be able to
No.
explore a little bit more without needing to, because we went back to the other one and it was fine. So let's explore a little more and then come back if we need to.
I think that's a good idea, and I think if we do feel the need to pull a lever, we should probably go for the hidden one first, then for the very obvious, protected by mysterious glowing spheres one.
Quinn already pulled that one, Patrick.
Oh, I must have not been paying attention then.
Yeah, we could hear grinding, but did not see a change manifest, but it
Gotcha.
changed something.
Maybe it opened up the glowing levers, but yeah, let's leave those alone for now.
Yeah.
Also, I
know.
think that's the first time you ever said I had a good idea, Patrick. Thank you.
I don't.
I
feel
hope it's
like-
not the last, Holly.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting blown up today.
Okay, look, just to clarify, you can't end a conversation, then have everyone do nothing.
No,
I was
I'm gonna
waiting to
walk
move.
forward.
Yeah, you just gotta,
Again,
you just gotta move. There
yeah,
you go.
Holly's still waiting for Mercutio to move.
All right, there we go. Once you arrive at the following room, continuing to the, and by the way, you can also audio signal you're moving, like, I will continue to move to the west, or I will move to the east, or I will sit there and tap dance, you know. All right. This is for the fans of us who are watching and maybe not necessarily watching the video of what's going on. By the way, you guys can stop as I'm just describing the room that you are in. So, the filthy floor of this chamber is covered by a thick layer of rubble, bone, and debris. Another lever seems to protrude from the center wall here, opposite where you have just entered.
Is it like searchable bone and debris, or is it just like scattered?
It looks like it's been like splintered and like sort of destroyed. Like someone's beaten this poor person to death, and their bones have like basically their flesh have decayed.
But there's
Also,
probably
I'm just
not
gonna
any.
move. I'm just gonna move Quinn super quick, just here, if that's okay.
Poor guy.
So I think we should probably explore as much as we can without pulling any more levers until we have to. Just get a sense of what's going on. And that will help maybe let us know if anything changes when we do pull any of them.
Right.
Mark, I'm going to stay behind you since you glow. You're our flashlight.
Mark just gives a thumbs up. Roger that. Let's hope I don't hallucinate again. As he starts moving towards the north.
Excuse me?
Did we catch that? Oh, what do you wait. What do you mean hallucinate?
Nope, Mark is
again?
absolutely not going to acknowledge that he said that.
All right. As you enter the next chamber, inside this rather large and opulent-looking throne room, a great green throne sits atop a dais in the northern end of this chamber. To either side is a statue of a tiger-headed man, each holding a pair of chains from which manacles dangle. Dried blood splatter on the walls and floor here, and even the throne itself, and statues filling the room. And even in addition to the statues, this room is filled with a strong, stale reek. Attached to the manacles of one of the statues, you see Venkala.
I'm gonna move forward.
Can we tell if he's still alive?
You make your way over to him and make a medicine check.
Good at. Oh, it is.
All right.
I'm good at those.
Apparently, I'm not good enough today.
Sorry, which side was he on? The left?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there he
which,
is. Oh, sorry, right. Yeah,
There.
the right hand side.
The
There we go.
expert got a nat one.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right.
Oh, and Dante's a master.
Yeah.
38? Jeez.
It's a beautiful thing. Hush. Dante. Is he okay?
Looking over his body, he is pretty brutally beaten. His body is dressed in rags and displays bruises. There are partially healed cuts and scrapes. It seems as though he has languished here for days. Currently, he is unconscious, suffering from starvation and exhaustion.
Well, he's
We should
still
help
alive,
him.
but barely.
I'm going to try and get the manacles off of him.
While Quinn does that, Merc will tend to his wounds with lay on hands.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you then.
Oh, sorry. I said, while Quinn tends to the manacles, Merc will tend to his wounds and use lay on hands.
And I'm going to keep an eye out and make sure no one sneaks up behind us.
All right, very well. As you cast lay on hands, he begins to stir. Where? It's you. You're here. Oh, sorry. 2 seconds. I've just got some angry cats. Talk about Mercutio and how he's hallucinating. I'll be back.
I'd rather talk about the angry cats.
So, Mercutio, hallucinating.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
What was that?
I have no idea what you're talking
Literally.
about, Patrick.
You literally said that you were hallucinating earlier.
You sure you're not the one that's hallucinating right now?
No, dearie, you definitely said it.
Did I?
Mhm.
I'm afraid so. You said
All
the
right.
inside part out loud.
All right. So that skeleton that I tried to free, I could have swore he was in a different armor. I could have swore he was in armor like mine, and then he spoke, and it was me. It wasn't like I can't really remember the words, but I think what he said was that he told me to take the armor off because I'm not him.
Hmm.
But there's only one of me. There can't be more of me. It's just messing with my head. I think it might be something like Grundy said, that these memories might not be mine, and if they aren't, then who am I? This is all I know.
Well, Grundy was trying to mess with your head too. Your thoughts are what you are. Your memories are what you are. So even if they didn't come from the bones that you're in, what's inside your head is who you are anyway. Or the rest is just, what you're wearing in a sense. You don't change who you are when you change your clothes. And so, if your mind is still your mind, then that it's in possibly different bones shouldn't make any difference to you.
Maybe. I'm not gonna lie. I am terrified that I'll find out that I'm not me.
I
I
mean,
have already found out my powers are a lie. I don't know how I would be able to handle if.
I think we missed that whole revelation as well there. I think maybe we need to have a chat once we get out of the dungeon. Let's if you're okay for fighting and getting us out of here, then we can have a nice long philosophical, religious, what have you chat on the nature of existence
Yeah,
after we're not in a dungeon.
let's get him out of here and rescue our people.
All right. As the Healy on hands is placed on him and Venkala begins to come to, he starts to say, It's you. You're here. Well, given that you're all together, I presume this is some kind of rescue. Yes.
Yes.
That's what we're hoping for.
Oh, thank goodness.
Attempt at least.
We also
Oh.
need the
Sorry.
but we also need the seneschal. Is he here with you?
He's somewhere here. I don't know where. They separated us not too long ago. I don't suppose you could take these off of me. They're a little tight around the wrists.
I tried, but I don't think my lock picking was a success. That it's in the box.
The key it's under the cushion on the throne.
All right, I'll fetch the key and.
As you do so, you unclasp his wrists from their bindings as he sort of strains against them. You notice that he is very, very thin. They're trying to get some information out of the both of us. I'm not unaccustomed to their methods, and I haven't given them anything, but I fear for the Seneschal. He's been here a lot longer than I have, and last I spoke, he was very close to the breaking point.
Has he told you what he knows?
Not as of yet.
All right.
Well, here's a bit of food and water, at least.
He sips on the water and takes a few bites. He doesn't want to obviously shock his system by eating and drinking too quickly.
He wouldn't have given him too much either way for food-wise, at least.
Right, well, I presume you have an escape plan or something?
Oh, we have a plan, and that's escape.
We usually just
It's a little rough at this point, as the layout keeps changing.
Yes. Well, there's a chamber nearby. It's filled with these strange orbs. They use them to move around the compound and teleport to this and a few other labyrinths.
I see.
I think we came
Use them.
across those. The 4 glowing orbs and the switches behind them.
What, did I ride on them or something?
No, they lay their hands on them and they teleport. It's how they got me here.
Oh, that makes more sense.
All right, so we still need the seneschal, and then we need to get out.
Do you remember which orb they touched to get you here?
Yes, it was a white sphere.
Okay.
I suppose you know anything else about how they work?
Sadly not.
Mm.
Should we head back to the orbs?
I
And
think
see?
let's poke in the corners around here before we teleport out through a mechanism that we don't necessarily understand quite yet. Make sure we haven't missed anything. You know, we know that they separated you and the seneschal, but we don't know how far apart they've placed you. So I'd like to I think we should make a clean sweep before we move on.
I'll wrap my arm around Vin's waist and sort of shoulder some of his weight, help him walk.
And I will hand him the keen striking kukri that I got from our
From Civet?
from Civet, yes.
All right. He'll take it and you see him sort of hold it at a ready position.
And since I've changed armor, I've got some spare armor if he wants that too.
Sure. Sure, he'll put it on.
Yeah, might as well. Do you know how to use a gun?
Does he know
And
how
I
to
just
use
sort of
a gun?
smile and I mean, maybe he does, but I always, swords,
most-
right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
right. The
that's
most
why-
wild question to ask in a fantasy game: do you know how to use a gun?
No, he doesn't. Well, I mean, he knows how to use it, but not proficiently. He is not proficient.
I do have a
All right.
rapier. I am going to give him my rapier.
He is proficient in rapier. Very proficient. He will take the rapier, and you immediately see why he's a master swordsman. He, however, does not have, again, he's still very fatigued and worn and stuff, so lots of penalties. All right.
I understood. This is just, should we all fall, you still at least got a fighting chance to get yourself out.
Oh, no, I understand exactly the implications of breakout from an evil lair. It's not my first time.
Oh. Just
No,
a
indeed.
quick
My-
Not
refresher.
your last.
This
it-
is the guy who had the wizard school that burned down, right?
The Swordsmaster
Merc.
School, yeah.
Swordmaster,
okay.
yeah.
Right. So this is where Mercutio kind of stole his armor from. Okay.
Did you steal the armor from there?
That's where I acquired it.
Acquired, yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a few armors that look like that, so he's not going to presume that you stole it from him.
Right. No, I just wanted to make sure.
Sure.
As
Alright,
the
cool.
rest of the group is like sort of checking the corners, as they said,
There's
I'm going to lean towards Vin Carlo and say in a low voice, I still have what you left in my keeping.
He kind of looks around again, trying not to say much about it, and he says, we don't have time to talk about that right this second. Let's focus on rescuing Neolandis and getting the hell out of Korvosa. Then we'll have plenty of time to talk later.
Out of Korvosa. All right.
Korvosa is not safe for me or Neolandis right now. As I said,
Understood.
we'll explain more once we're well and truly gone.
All right.
While all this has been going on, Agnes has been staring unblinkingly for a minute at Bencarlo. She's got an ability called Aura Sight, which just basically you can like you just don't blink and you look at the person for like a minute. They can be doing anything, whatever. But you get the target's current apparent attitude towards you, which is immaterial, the target's current apparent emotional state, and a general assessment of the target's physical health, such as what conditions or afflictions it has. You might need to succeed at an occultism check against the affliction or conditions DC to detect the presence of a specifically hidden or subtle condition or affliction. So she's just checking him over just to see, like, if, I don't know, he's got anything that's not apparently
something was
obvious.
missed.
Yeah, like, I don't know, some weird disease or something's being put on him.
Please wait. GM is seeing if there is.
It does not seem like there is. It looks like though, apart from his physical injuries and stuff like that, he is, who he says he is. He is Vencarlo. He is, what's his alignment?
No.
He-
It's more just like any hidden affliction, whether he's got maybe like some kind of like latent, I don't know, disease or anything like that. Maybe that'll.
He got it good, isn't he?
He might be infected
Yeah.
with a skeleton.
Yeah, like an infection or something like that. Like, we don't know. That's more what she's not.
I mean,
Not that he isn't who he says he is.
yeah,
More just
frickin'
like, is there
skeletons.
something?
Oh my god, no.
They infest us all.
Yeah, just.
No, you've cast Mum's Eyes and you've scanned him and you see nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I want to definitely give this room a once over, just because, and I mean, it could just be the how they got the dice, but that throne really looks like it spins around. I just want to check this room, and then.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean now. The
Yeah.
different colored.
Yeah, doesn't it look like that's supposed to spin? I don't know. Just make sure that there's nothing else in here before we move on and check out the rest of this floor.
Okay. Make another perception check as you're looking around that room.
$29.
All right. With a 29, on the side of one of the on the side of the chair here, which I'll now reveal, on the side of the chair is what looks to be a strange and bizarre-looking lamp. A gold and very ornate-looking object. It seems to be the only thing out of place in this room.
Throw up a detect magic.
There is a very powerful magic that seems to come from within the lamp.
Okay.
There's also the symbol of a 4-leaf clover on the side of the lamp. Thank you, McClover, for the donation for the secret menu item for today.
All right. Hey guys, magic lamp. Can I get a sense of what it might do by looking at it with some combination of Arcana or crafting?
Make an make a, you know what? Either make an Arcana check, or actually, make a Arcana check. That's probably the closest thing because there's no knowledge, there's no planes anymore, or any knowledge on planes anymore.
That was terrible. That's a 20.
With the 20, that is unfortunately not enough. It's
Let me
it's a
hero
magic.
point that. I want to find out what this thing does.
Sure.
I rolled a 2, so I'll give it another try. That's better. 34.
That is a lot better.
All right, with a 34, you recall that there are long stories and long tales from the far southern continent of Garund of magic lamps that have the ability to house planar creatures capable of phenomenal powers. They do things from acts of service to granting wishes, tons of things.
Okay. So if this, and I will carefully grab it. If this is what I think it is, this might come in handy. They sometimes these things have I think what the jinn or genies, some sorts of creatures, not from this plane, trapped in them. That can be helpful. At least if what I've read is to believed. I'm not quite sure how it works. There's a lot of lore on that. Some of it's less reliable than I would like, but this might help us in a pinch. Might actually help us if we're willing to take a risk, find who we're looking for.
Can I just vote that if we're in a really bad position and our last hope is to do something with the lamp that we don't know what it does, maybe we try it in a more controlled circumstance like now when we're not actually in a pinch?
I mean, that's kind of what I
think
was
it would be best
getting to. Like, if we're gonna go and look for someone, we have no idea which direction to go or how to get there. If we can get some answers from a willing being, that might serve us well.
I mean, we could also try to just wish them out of here, or wish all of us out of here.
That's what I was thinking.
That really depends on what comes out of this thing, I think. Well, I'm going to give it a try. Let's see. Give it a little rub. How does this thing actually activate?
All right, as you begin to rub the
Come on,
the
Dad.
lamp.
Thank you.
And then Ifrit comes out. Turns out he was just messing with us, and Ifrit actually comes out.
All right. All of a sudden, you watch as golden light begins to glow from the lantern. You watch as fire begins to engulf Patrick in a circle of flame. As this happens, erupting from the lamp is what looks to be a large, bright red humanoid creature. She has quite a array of golden and very, very, what's the word? Jewelry covered like armors and like bracelets and the like. She has the visage very much of like a devil, I guess, or an oni. Razor sharp claws and brandishing a bright glowing sword. All right. Let me know if this is not working.
Nope, I see it. Hi.
Who dares to summon me?
Yeah, no. Well, what's your name?
Oh.
Just real quick, is the voice changer working on that one, or do I need to fix it?
Yep, it's working.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I am Acorn. And you, who rub the land. You believe yourself worthy enough to incite a favor from my greatness.
I gotta be honest, I missed half of that.
You believe yourself to be worthy to ask for a favor from my greatness.
I mean, you know, I would say that I'm a worthy fellow. Do you
Then I
have a
would
particular
ask
definition
you
of worthy?
to prove it. You do so, and I will grant you your heart's most truest desire. Fail, however, and I will take that which is most precious from you.
I mean, I don't necessarily need my heart's truest desire. We're just looking to rescue someone and kind of get out of this dungeon.
A desire is a desire.
From a certain perspective, sure, desire is desire, but there's, you know, your true secret desire, and then there's your immediate kind of needs and desires. I think there's kind of a scale, right?
As you say that, you notice that her scale starts to grow. She gets larger and larger. The heat
All
from
right,
her...
I'm gonna start.
The
I'm
heat...
just like, okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
The heat from her body now is almost blistering. What are the rest of you doing as you see this creature manifesting?
Holly's just
Dante is
sitting back and
getting
watching.
a little bit further away because, you know, that's really warm.
That's not something I want to fight or deal with.
Yeah, I was just kind of standing there a little bit open-mouthed and also slightly confused at the like. She just looks like her brows are slightly furrowed, as if she looks slightly confused.
I've taken a step or two back. What proof is required?
The request is simple. I am bound here by the will of one of the Arconists. She carries the binding ritual seal with her. Bring me the binding, and I grant you your wish. Simple. A tiny bauble, and I can offer you riches that rain from the sky.
That might be a little bit painful.
It might.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, who did she say was carrying the binding seal?
A venomous vixen.
Ah.
Her name is Vimanda.
Perhaps the lady in the meditation room.
That is
Totally
quite
the lady in the
possible.
meditation room. I mean, like, you know.
They did specifically state Vixen.
Great.
Right. Well, come on, guys. How hard can this be, right?
I mean, it could be very hard.
Just said the forbidden words. Now someone's
I
gonna
know.
die.
No, those are what could possibly happen, what could go wrong.
And you just said the other two phrases. Great.
am opposed to anything being held captive. Enslaved, if you will.
All right, and so should we attempt to get this binding and not succeed, what happens then? You just stay in this lamp, or
I will be free. I will leave and return home. I have no intention of staying here and serving the whims of the Arconis family. But until the bind is sealed, and the pact is broken, I am here.
I noticed that Dante has a light bulb over his head.
But yes, might be a good idea to take a bit if we are going to do something to heal a bit more.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes without saying, I think. All right. Well, we'll consider this task. I think we have an idea of how it might be accomplished. Until we finish it, I mean, what, do you just stay here? Do you tag along? Are you watching us? How does this work?
I am bound to the lamp. Keep it with you. You know how to summon me.
Okay. Do I know how to make her go back in the lamp? Or she just do that?
She will as soon as I get off the voice changer. All of a sudden, there's another rising of fiery-like energy that swirls around as she is then brought back into the lamp.
Okay, not quite what I was expecting to happen, although I will confess I wasn't really sure how that was going to work.
Patrick, your sideburns are a little shorter now.
Man, I just got them the length I wanted to.
Just singe them a little bit.
Nothing worse than the smell of singed hair.
Oh, no, it's the worst.
Or fur.
I mean, same thing. Yeah. So, well, that happened, guys. How do we want to deal with this?
I mean, we either go through the labyrinth of death and spend all of our time trying to find someone else, then spend all of our time trying to find our way out, or we kill one person. I think it seems easy.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I'm Did I get a sense of how trustworthy? Do I know anything about these things? Do I know if I can trust its word? So
Let's see.
If I need to roll something, I will. I'd
say this. You would know that in order to be bound to a pact, it would have had to have agreed to it and be something that can be bound to its word. That's kind of the best I can do in terms of like whether or not that'll be it.
Something Holly should be able to know of.
All right. Also, this particular quest has been inspired by bad news.
Would Holly know anything about these, considering she's from a different plane too?
No.
But
I like the effort.
I was going to say I do have dubious knowledge, which means I'm trained. With the recall knowledge, I learn true and erroneous knowledge if I fail my check, and I just don't know which is true and which is not.
That's fair. Yes. I mean, it's up to you guys as to what you guys would like to do.
If the party would not mind taking about 10 minutes, Dante can attempt to heal a bunch of people for a lot of health.
I mean,
Yes,
I'll take
please.
the healing. Yeah.
And then while Dante's doing that, I'll
You are part of this.
refocus. Well, yeah, no, I'm saying I'll use refocus, which takes 10 minutes to get my focus point back that I use to heal Vencarlo.
And Holly could use
Uh,
one of those long rest potions so she can get some spells back.
that is what Dante is probably going to be doing as well. We are going to attempt a DC. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna attempt a DC 30.
Very nice.
Nice.
And that means
2d8 plus 30 hit points.
yep. Which means well, that's not a whole those were low rolls, but the plus 30 is what matters. So everyone gets healed for 34 health.
Hey, that'll
Hey, I
get
was
you
I was
past.
down 31, so no matter what you rolled, I was gonna get full health back.
That leaves
Yeah, same. I
Quinn
had
with
14.
12. Leaves Quinn with 12 and 4 for Holly.
Thank you.
All right, done and done. As Dante quickly uses his skills and training in the medical arts to heal our heroes, Holly,
Yes.
you're about to say something?
Oh yeah. I've got 32 temp hit points. I don't know how much longer I get those temp
It
hit
lasts
points.
for an hour. So right now, after the medicine battle medic stuff, that's only been like 20 minutes at most. So you've still got it for a while.
Okay.
Then Dante is going to drink a long rest potion that he has.
All right.
So is Holly.
Bill. I don't remember if we had gotten more than 2 overall. I just know I have 2 listed in my inventory.
If Holly doesn't have them listed, then you do only have 2. Excellent.
Holly? No, I don't have it listed.
Or anyone else, I should say.
All right. So long rest for Holly and Dante. Go.
Yep.
I don't hear any protesting, so very well. All right, I can't apply that manually, like individual people to like have a long rest, so you'll need to adjust your spells and stuff accordingly. But there you go.
Yeah.
All right, team, where to next?
Go back and kill the fox lady.
Oh, yep. I was gonna say. I guess we're going back to commit murder.
All right, going back to fight the fox lady.
I mean,
Yep.
are we all on board with this? Do we think this is the best thing to do?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's probably better than going through a death maze where we know nothing.
All right.
And it's not really murder. We're liberating somebody who's enslaved. If she wants to give us the binding without dying, that's a choice.
Sure, we could try
Oh.
talking first. I mean, talk first, shoot second.
Because we are so good at talking as a
Oh
party.
yeah.
I
we
mean,
are.
it's the thought that matters, right?
All right.
Yeah, we are masters of persuasion.
And since Quinn already has a rapport with her, let's
Mercutio, you're gonna have to move back a little bit.
I don't have a rapport with her,
Yeah,
as
but
you
you talk-
very well know. No, having talked to her doesn't build a rapport. In fact, I'd say quite the opposite. Someone else should probably talk to her. I don't think she liked me very much, but that's okay.
Let me
Most people
see.
don't, and that I'm okay with that.
I don't think she likes any of us.
All right.
Considering who we killed.
As you approach, she's still in the meditation chamber. However, the meditation chamber is sealed off.
Yeah, that hidden letter. I'm gonna go back to that room.
Oh no, it's open. Okay, good.
Okay.
Lol.
Amazing. Well, we know what that lever does now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. As you approach, what do you say or do?
I think Agnes should talk.
Oh, me. Oh, right. Yes, I know. Bother.
She looks you up and down. You look her up and down.
Right, we're here for the wee binding spell. Yep. So just, hand it over and we'll be on our way. Agnes is rocking like a -5 wisdom at the minute, so like she's just not
Oof.
behaving like herself.
Actually, it'd probably be, it'd probably directly affect your memory too. So you'd probably be like, we're here for the thing.
Well, no, I've just looked it up because I wanted to know how I would act. I've just looked up the difference between wisdom and intelligence. Intelligence is memory, so this is more intuition,
Wisdom.
ability to assess a situation.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right,
and all that. You know what I mean? So just like, yeah,
That's
like,
right. No, you're right.
Ditzy clever wizard that's just like, oh yeah, whatever.
All right, very well. She first of all goes, binding spell? Whatever do you mean?
Oh, for that big fiery lady.
She coyly smiles. So, in addition to breaking and entering, thievery. Well,
We like to make a good go of it all,
I can see that. Well,
If you're gonna do something, you gotta do it all the way.
well, unfortunately, I have no intention of binding, or unbinding, should I say, with my perfectly well, what's the word? Perfectly legally acquired property.
Oh, you really should not have said that near me. Beings are not property.
She
I
kind
have
of
my
again
blade in my hand.
She does that whole thing where she's crossing her hand and she's like kind of like I call this the Shang-Chi from like Mortal Kombat, right? Because Shang-Chi always walks around with one hand like that and then he just sort of gestures and talks, right? So no matter what he's doing, it's always this, right? So she's doing the Shang-Chi, right? Like the arm is just out and then she's just gesturing. And she's like, of course you would dislike this. After all, people who are prone to slavery tend to be the ones to disagree with it.
All right, guys, I'm sorry.
That makes
Talking's
no
not gonna
sense.
go anywhere
Can I
here.
just stab her?
You can roll initiative. What she is
you roll
trying to
initiative.
slightly more eloquently say than I am is basically kings don't worry about slavery because they don't become slaves. It doesn't bother them.
Yeah.
Or queens. In this case, queen. All right. She is going to go first.
Oh, so that's a northern.
Wow, we
Right.
really did roll like crap for the initiative orders.
Well, she she did kind of see Quinn going for a weapon.
Yeah, I rolled pretty good.
Now,
Well,
how do I play this? Do I want to play this?
In my defense, I said my sword is in my hand, so I should have been able to like have a go at her before.
Not really, because that's kind of the whole initiative thing, like being able to look at you and be like, oh, this person's taking up a fighting stance and running towards me. Surprise actions are more when they're unaware of the people standing directly in front of them. It's like quick draw. Think of it like that. Yeah, they're both standing there, quick drawing. You've both gone, but she's a little faster on the draw. Ooh, what's this one? I've never seen this spell before.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a
When the
pretty
DM
one.
asked that.
I like
Oh,
this
no.
one. This is a good one. Because this is a line.
Oh, great.
Oh. Is it lightning bolt?
No. Although,
Oh.
No, I
okay.
don't have lightning bolt. No. This one is Shadow Blast. All right. Could I get everyone to make me a reflex save, por favor?
Yay.
Are we in the shadows right now, by the way?
I'd say yes, but your 50% chance will not help you with area of effects.
Ooh,
Okay, fair enough. I'm just curious.
actually, I don't have to worry as much because one of my paladin abilities gives me, where is it? Yeah, I think it's my divine grace reaction.
The real question
Yes,
is
I
it
get plus
necrotic
2
damage?
circumstance bonus.
Sorry, is it necrotic damage?
Yes,
No.
because if it is, okay, I was about to say because if it is, Merc doesn't have to worry.
Very well. Patrick,
Right.
reroll.
And you said reflex?
What?
Yeah, it's a reflex.
Okay.
Like
And I
Patrick,
will
your
use
reroll.
my
Okay, why do I need to
champion-
re-roll? Are you
Because
jinx pointing
I'm
me?
gonna jinx point you, and I'm also gonna jinx
Alright.
point Dante.
I'm gonna hero point that.
All right,
Very well.
got 34 instead.
Dang it. Very well, Dante.
Oh.
I also got 33 instead.
God damn it. All right.
I now won, even with my plus 2 bonus.
Well, keeping in mind, because you hero pointed, you take the higher of the result, so you didn't get a natural 1. That being said, anyone who got lower than 21, it is a crit fail.
Which is me.
So that is
Oh,
Mercutio.
can I hero point then?
You may.
I don't want a crit fail.
Yeah, sure. You may. Of course you may. Quinn narrowly avoids the crit fail.
Don't forget to take my point.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, at least you didn't get the crit fail.
All right, yes, and you do not get the crit fail.
That's good. Phew.
I would have doubly crit failed if I had to take that nat 1.
Okay, here we go. So, yada yada yada, bloody bloody blorg. As she begins to conjure her hands together, you watch as this shadowy illumination of, let's go with, oh, you're wearing armor. Let's go with electricity. Anyone have any resistances or the like to electricity?
No.
Why? So you can pick something else?
Sorry, I've got new animation effects on my dice, so I'm loving this.
You know what? No. Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right.
Mm.
That is 21 points of electricity damage to everyone except for Patrick and Dante, who will take 10 points instead.
Seriously, a 30 didn't pass that?
No, a 30 does not pass it.
So both me and Patrick just barely passed.
Correct.
So does that mean because I crit failed?
Oh, because you
From the
crit failed,
20.
1 moment.
So that means 42 damage.
No, you take an
Oh.
additional 26. So you get 47.
So 47.
Yeah. Do I have the blood dice? I think I have
Ow.
the blood dice.
Ow.
Hold on.
Well, then
I
went
want
down
these
almost
special
half my
dice.
health.
They are pretty cool.
That hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're saying, yeah, it hurt me more than it hurt you.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm just saying, yeah, because I just got done healing everybody.
That's true. That's true. You did.
It's okay, Holly. At least your temp HP get hit first.
Right at the bottom.
Rolled a 17, man.
Oh, they're right at the bottom? Ooh, hold on. 1 sec. So apparently there's a request. Right at the bottom. This is Fate Not. At the bottom.
You just went past blood.
Did I? Oh. Did I go past blood? Hold on.
I saw something that said blood.
Blood and claw.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very bottom. It just says blood.
Oh,
and it's grayed
I
out.
haven't got blood. Oh, right. There you go. It's that one. I will get it next time on Dragon Ball Z. There we go. I haven't got them. Okay, cool. I will get them. I will purchase them. And then they will be had. Ooh. Oh my god. No, I need these. These literally just leave like blood splatters everywhere as you roll them. I need these in my life. Okay. Anyway, sorry. My apologies. That was such a tangent. That was her.
Holly,
Her last
you are
action.
at 11. Holly, you're at 11 temp HP left.
She's going to take a defensive maneuver. And that is what she's going to do. And done.
I can't change my temp hit points.
You can't change
You should be able to just click on it and then type in the number. Like not where it says temp, but right below it.
That's okay, I got it. Done. Alright. Your temporary hit points do absorb the lightning bolt as we then go to Padrig, you're up.
Well, Padrick's gonna do what Padrick does. I got a line of sight on her. I will
Cast gun.
Yeah, I will cast gun. Pull my gun up, conjure a bullet, and let's go with hey, you know, she did lightning to us. Let's do lightning back to her.
Nice.
So I'll do electricity for my fulminating shot. And
Love that. And it will miss.
yeah, I don't want to miss. How many hero points do I have? I got 2. I'll take it. I'll take a hero point.
I will jinx point and turn that off.
Wow.
Well, I just
That
don't
is
feel
really
like
rude.
taking a fulminating shot right now.
All right, that's it for me.
All
I'll
right.
still stand here.
Mercutio.
Am I able to move through allies?
You are. If you share a square with an ally, however, you do take penalties on your attack.
Well, I want to move through them to get into the room.
Yes. Keeping in mind the size of the room as well.
Yeah, because I should be able to go like right here, right?
Not without pushing through her square.
So you get to be up right in her face, and that's about it.
But then you're sharing a square with Agnes.
No matter what, I'm sharing a square with somebody.
Unless you push
I'll be
past her and get around the other side.
And what will that require?
An athletics check with a DC 29.
Oh. Lovely. Okay, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? And that one? Holy shit, that's a 30.
Oh, I could get you to re-roll it, but I'm not going to. It's fine. You can go. All right,
I've
you can
had
keep
bad
moving.
rolls
So
today.
5, 10,
Who gave you those jinx points?
20, 30.
I'll
I'm
go
save. No,
right here.
I'm saving the jinx point for when inevitably Quinn's gonna hit me with like that lightning sword with a crit.
All right. So
I'm
does
just
that?
gonna be like, no, I don't feel like dying right this second.
All right. So does that count as a first action then?
What's your move speed?
I have 25.
25. Then that will count as 2 move actions to get to there.
Okay, so I only have 1 action left.
Mhm.
Damn that. Well, that kind of ruined my whole plan. I'm just gonna go for a smack.
All right, do your schmackety schmack. Very nice. That's a hit.
Hey. Kick her smackled.
All right. 15 points of damage, but
Partially
as you
resisted.
what's that?
Partially resisted.
Yes.
Yay.
So, as you go to swing your sword, it does manage to find purchase, but you realize that she is a lot denser than her appearance would have, even though she has a slight and furry build. As you hit, it's almost like you've hit a statue. Quinn, you're up next.
Oh, I suddenly can't see anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, because someone closed the door.
Oh, that was probably me
So-
trying to move myself forward. Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go. Oh,
You know what? I think you guys have seen most of the things, so what we can do is we can...
just give vision of everything.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. That's hugely
It's
helpful.
very
So much
bright
better.
now.
Yeah, but it's really helpful. Oh, did we leave Vincarlo in the throne room? We did. Anyway, am I?
He'll
So-
be fine. He can defend himself.
So did I get the sense from the genie that there was some sort of token or thing that was the key to the binding?
I got the sense from that of her. From that, like she said, it was. I think she specifically said it was some sort of token, right?
Yes,
Right,
it
do
is
I-
a bauble.
Yeah. Do I see anything about her that?
Make a perception check. Might give you a 2-layer thing here because this would be fun.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Well, no, because you're an investigator.
Right. All right.
Okay. All right.
It's not great. 18.
Looking around, you try to examine and see if you could figure out exactly what the bauble is. Now make another perception check. Because you have the I've got a clue ability, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. So make another perception check here. Ooh, damn it. Okay.
No
Unfortunate.
good.
You can use a hero point if you like.
Yes, please.
All right. I use Jinx point. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. This.
No, you're such a
You
bully.
dog. Just bait you into using it and then just kill it.
Yeah, and then make me squander it. That's rude.
I know. All right.
All right.
With a 30, you don't see what the bauble is, but you notice that there is an arm. Like as you're looking at around at all the objects on her rings and a necklace and stuff like that. When you get to her arm bracelet, it's like this kind of golden swirled pattern thing that sits right on her bicep. Right. You notice that she almost moves intentionally to like defend it or to like move it out of your line of sight. You can see that she's looking at you and watching you scrutinize her, and that defensive reaction for you as an investigator is a telling tale. You're like, I'm sure that's it. Even though there's nothing you could say that's like, oh yeah, this is definitely the thing. The way she acted when you saw that, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's an item that's not going to be easy to just sort of.
it is if her arm's not attached. No, I'm joking.
Well, I mean, funny you should say that because I was like, I could just go for the arm. All right.
I mean, honestly, you could
I've
probably
met-
just wrestle her, you know, like, pooh, take her down, cover her in butter, just, yeah.
I mean, she's about to get crushed on that pillar here, so.
Yeah, no, I don't want to swim the channel. I just want to get the bauble and leave. That's all I want. All right, I guess I'll go after her with Stormblade. Oh, nope, that's my rapier. I don't edge.
It's when you crit where it
16.
really does do a lot.
Yeah, 16.
6 because partial resist.
Probably the electric damage, which is interesting.
All right,
Right.
6 points damage. Actually, what do you have?
That's 8.
Oh no, she's got, okay, and I'm just sharing this with you guys. She actually has resistance to physical. So she's just naturally resistant to physical attacks. So the electric
even to magical weapons. So
yeah.
she only took the electrical. right.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. Well, I've moved, I've examined, I've attacked. I think that's my 3.
All right, done. Padrig. No, wait, we did Padrig. What the hell?
Something got weird.
Yeah, it did get weird.
Uh,
Sorry, Mercutio. Dante is up next.
Yeah, I was like, hey, wait, what? Well, I am going to help prevent her from doing much. Oh wait, no. Give me a moment. It doesn't actually. Okay, it says it grabs. So we're gonna try this anyways. I'm going to cast Murderous Vine.
All right.
And,
You do have hero points.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a hero point.
All right, let's do it.
There we go.
All right, that'll hit. Do you damage? As a series of vines lash out and strike at her.
So let's see. It does bludgeoning and piercing at first. And it says they grab them, but there's nothing that actually keeps them grabbed. It's really weird.
It said they what? Sorry.
It says it grabs them, and then, but it doesn't actually grab them because there's no effect to do so.
Oh, right. Okay, so I need to apply the grapple. Okay, yep. Sorry, I was following you. Yes.
Yeah, it says it because it says you summon a slithering, thorny vine that attempts to constrict and crush the foe against a wall or other surface, and I'm choosing the pillar behind him.
Yep, not a worry. She is grappled.
And they can attempt to escape, but it is my escape DC, which is 26.
All right, not a problem.
And I will move up to here, and that will be my turn.
Okay, not a problem. Next up, we have Holly.
Holly is still a little bit salty about those Iron Maidens, so Holly is going to cast her own maiden at this chick.
Rude.
All right, done and done.
I'll accept half damage.
All right.
It was almost at that 20.
All right, 8 points of damage. Boom. As the vampiric maiden hits you, it'll also heal you. Sorry, hit her and then heal you.
There is no healing needed though because they haven't taken actual damage yet.
Oh, right, yeah, no, of course. Yeah, that's right, because you've only taken temporary. Never mind. So, this giant Iron Maiden jumps upwards and slams shut before fading away. You can see that her body is riddled with these tiny little holes from the negative energy damage she has just taken, which she does not negate. Anything else, Holly?
Who has taken damage? Quinn has taken some damage. Hang on, let me just double check my heal real quick to see if I can do that.
Mercutio
I
has
feel
also
like
taken some
everyone
damage.
has. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't really heal Mercutio is the problem.
Yeah, you would have to do negative damage to him.
Yeah, and I can't do it without hitting everybody else. Yeah, I can do a first level healing spell on Quinn.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Because you're doing it at a distance, that also increases how much HP it is.
It what?
Because you are doing at range, you want to use the 1d8 plus 8.
No, that's for the two. That's the 2 action version. I'm just doing the 1 action version
Oh, then you need.
because I only have 1
to
action left. Yeah.
All right, done and done. All right. Don't you
Nice.
need to be next to Quinn to do the one action one?
Oh
Yes.
crap, I do. Can we switch that over to Padrig? Sorry,
Sure.
Quinn.
Not a problem. I
Oh.
can do that. Done and done. All right. As you've landed your healing and Padrick has started to have his wounds, his like sizzled electric wounds start to heal. Agnes, we then go to you.
Okay, so saying that she doesn't, like she seems to be shrugging off some of the hits she's got, and there's not really much in this room to throw at her. Agnes is just going to, yes, reach out with her mind and try to scramble her mind as I try to cast Daze.
Ooh, all right.
Oh. That's a basic will save. Okay, so does that mean it still takes half, or?
Let me have a look at days real quick.
You try the target's mind, daze it with mental jolt. The jolt is mental damage. Try to attempt a basic will save. So I guess whatever the rules of a basic will save is.
If it doesn't have any other properties, then it would be save. If a save would be a fail, it's not taking the damage or not taking a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is just a cantrip, so yeah.
Yeah. All right. So first action, the daze does not penetrate through.
That's a 2-action thing. I just want to check something real quick. How does this work?
Stab him.
No, I've got a. I do have some way to help.
So the GM can see what all it does.
Yep.
Agnes is going to use her other action to reach into her satchel and pull out a flask.
Ooh, okay. A flask of.
It's a flask of oil of unlife. It basically heals undead things. It's like a potion of healing for undead things, but I have to throw it at them. You don't drink it, you throw it at them. But obviously the action is to get it out the bag, and then the next action will be
Who else was really surprised that in Baldur's Gate you could throw healing potions at people?
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, that it does make sense.
I don't hate that mechanic, to be honest, right? Like, I honestly don't. It was really funny because I've done this in the past before where I've had like a mean doctor healer, and I used to carry like a spear with a syringe in it for poisons that I used to jab into people. So I used to fill it with healing potions on occasion, and then I'd have to make like an actual full-blown attack on someone to penetrate them and then heal them. So it's like, bam! Okay, I'll choose to do minimum damage, but that's still 6 damage, but I put a big healing potion in it. So you take 6 damage and then heal 48 because I've just injected this person with thing. So I always loved different ways of applying like healing potions, which I thought was really cool. And I like the idea. I actually kind of like the idea of, so if you throw a healing potion in the vicinity on the floor, keeping in mind you have to throw it on the floor. I cannot stress enough, throw the potion on the floor and it heals people in a radius. If you throw it at them, it hits them with the glass and they die. I found that out. Yep. If you throw it at the person who needs healing, it just goes bump and then he takes damage and they die. So
But do they heal afterwards?
no.
Also, you can actually toss potions down below you if you know you're about to go down from an attack that will break objects, and it will pop the healing potions.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Anyway, yes. This is, again, another tangent. Okay, so you pop the potion, that's it. All right. The Rakshasa, Vimanda, seeing herself surrounded and the like, is going to realize that things are not necessarily in her favor. So, with a wave of her hands, magic begins to coalesce throughout the room. Sand begins to kick up in all directions as she does so. I need everyone to make me a will save, please.
And I will use my champion
All
reaction
those
for
things
my
that
+2
normally
to
I'm good
circumstance.
at.
Everyone in the room or just everyone?
Everyone. Do they have to roll when throwing to the floor? Maybe.
God.
Oh, that was crazy.
I know Pathfinder
Watching-
has a thing where if you throw stuff to try and hit a square instead of that, you have to get a DC 5, which is like everyone can make that really.
That's annoying, Patrick. It rolled off the 18.
I know that was
Okay.
not happy making. So is this something that would give me a controlled condition?
No. Dante, you can also reroll, thank you. I will use my jinx point.
Okay.
Which means that everyone else failed.
Or I only had one jinx point. But no, seriously, everyone else failed. Well, actually, no. Everyone except Padrig fails.
I'm going to use my hero point then.
No, I mean I got an 18. I'm guessing I critically failed, so I'm going to use my last hero point and re-roll that.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Is a 31 not a success?
A 31 is a success.
that 29 was just slightly better.
Oh,
than
did
the
I read the
28,
wrong
but,
person? Hold on. I think I may have read the wrong person. Sorry, Holly, you succeed.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Padrig, you've got your reroll as well.
26.
Okay. So, Holly, sorry, my apologies. I misread that where it was aligned. So, Holly is the only one who manages to make the saving throw for this. So, let's transition.
Great.
Winds of sand begin to kick up from all directions. As it does so, you suddenly find yourself trying to cover your eyes, trying to avoid from being blinded. As this happens, you start to lose sight of one another. You call out into the sandstorm that is now blazing through you, and you slowly start to lose the not just the vision, but even hearing each and every other person around you. Until eventually, you find yourselves let me just do this here. Until you find yourself in the middle of a desert ravine. I'm not going to put our characters there just yet because we are about to end, but there we go. All right. Where's the music gone? It's just not
oh no,
playing.
all I hear is desert.
The wind? Yeah, I hear that too. Nope, didn't want to do
Man,
that.
did she just banish us?
Okay, but give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to set up a scene here, and frickin' the music didn't work. So I will just do this and download a new one. This is Sirenscape, ladies and gentlemen, where everything is just right at your fingertips. Yes, there it is. All right. So, you are swept up as you are then thrust, scattered. Not by much, but scattered nonetheless.
It's
As you
funnier thinking about Holly being scattered because she's usually flying.
You are now in a deserted location. Beneath both Dante and Holly, who are standing on a bridge made of sandstone, is a massive 80-foot drop onto some rocky crevasses. The heat of a unforgiving sun blares down on each of you. And as this happens, you hear the sounds of another sandstorm heading in your direction. This one, however, seems to be a little different. It appears to be almost purposefully heading towards you.
Would I be able to tell what this spell she cast on us was, whether we've been teleported or merely teleported, or if we've been sent to some other plane?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, if Holly saved, what was the point of the rolls?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I'll get there.
29.
Okay.
All right, 29. Unfortunately, you
Yep.
do not know. Holly, as you've made your saving throw, you realize that the area around you is not exactly real. This appears to be a phantasm.
Oh.
So a phantasm is a quasi-real illusion. Still an illusion nonetheless, but those who believe it are subject to its whims.
Okay.
All right. Do you wish to do anything?
Well, that's Dante right next to me, so I'm gonna kind of walk over to him and shake him. It's like, Dante, it's an illusion. It's not real.
Dante, did you say anything? Yep.
Hold on real quick. By the way, do I still get to roll the damage on Amanda? At
Yeah.
the end of her turn, she gets damage still.
Oh, sure. Roll the damage real quick, because we're about to end. So I mean, yeah, I'll forget it next week.
Yeah. Oh, that's accurate.
Good job on that.
All right. As you deal 0 damage, Dante, you're being shook as the elemental hurricane of sand makes its way towards you. And that is where we're going to end today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us. We hope you had a good time. I know I did. Sorry we went a little bit later, only because I wanted to do the transition and things started barking on me. But, guys, what am I talking? I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. These are the incredible people I play with, who are also my Patreons. I love playing with them. Gaming with them is so much fun. I cannot wait for them to get into this battle with the living hurricane. And yeah, see all the cool, fun stuff that's gonna entail from that as well. Also, Holly, before I forget, do remind me that she actually has the vest that you're getting. So that is
Okay.
what she is currently wearing.
Got it.
So in case I do forget about that, because I might.
Explains
All right.
it.
We are going to go and share some love with our friends over at Legends of Avantris. Now, guys, if you've never been to a Legend of Avantris, Legends of Avantris are a wonderful live play group, as well as a really, really amazing group of friends who I have the pleasure of calling my friends as well. They are currently doing a Kickstarter for their new book for 5e, Crooked Moon. Please, please, please go and check it out. It is the last few days of the Crooked Moon. I think it's the last week, actually, of the Crooked Moon Kickstarter. And it comes with some amazing, very, very, very incredibly spooky dice. So yeah, they're talking about that on their channel right now. So we're going to go hang out with them for a little bit. And guys, till we meet again, from me to you, stay safe, stay kind. And as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.